Welcome back, legends.
Three, two, one, let's go! Yo, listen up, about to tell you some tales of fighters in wizard shuriken and sails. The ups, the downs, the wins, the fails, and heroes that would make the Avengers pale. Madara Uchiha, he's a goddess shinobi, dunking on allied forces harder than freaking Kobe. Heading over to Marineford, ready to take the risk. You see, Wiper crack the air with one blow off his fist. Brighter than the sun, hotter than you can see. Oh my god, Goku just went Super Saiyan 3 with Naruto, Luffy, the Dragon Ball 7. We about to crank the speed out all the way up to 11. You just died and you're about to be led to the greatest show this side of anime heaven. So sit down and stay tuned. Hey yo, DJ Spin, welcome to the show. This is Anime Legends.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 42nd episode of Anime Legends. My name is Afro X, the anime guy, your anime man. Not the anime man, that's a different channel, but anyways, they make better content. But anyways, I'm here to tell you all about anime and anime related things. And we are going to be getting right into that. As usual, today is Tuesday, so Tuesday at 2 o'clock, this is what we do. We do a live stream every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. So if you're new, just watching this in the rewind or whatever, then just to let you know, there are more of these coming up. Anyways, just to start off, we're gonna do the things that have to be done, the same rigmarole that we have to go through every week, which is letting you guys know that we do have a Patreon that you can access at www.patreon.com/AfroX. And you go there and you can sign up. You can pledge in increments of $5, $10, $30, $50, or $100 a month. Not expecting anything in the $50 to $100 range, but you know what? Don't let me squash your dreams. Yeah. So first of all, just a huge shout out right away to our greatest patron right off the bat, Trix the Anime Hater. He says, yo, Trix, how's it going? Really good to see you, man. So anyways, on the Patreon at the $5, man, we got Sosa Potence 300 in here. It says, yo. Good to hear from you, Sosa. So glad that your stuff is going well. I've been checking out your stuff recently, leaving likes and comments and those things. So yeah, good to hear from you. Trix is good. Yourself? I've been doing pretty awesome. I got good news for everyone today. Once I get through everything. Sosa says, always good to hear from you, and thanks for that, sir. No problem, dude. So anyways, the Patreon, at the $5 amount, you will get your name shown at the end of every edited video. And for example, we have our patron Victor Z. Glenn, and he uh, that's what he does, and he gets his name shown. Now, at the $10 level, you will get your name shown and announced, like our patron Calvin C. Um, excuse me. So yeah, get your name shown and announced. And at the $30 level, like our patron right here, Tricks the Anime Hater, you will get your name shown and announced, and you will also get a link to my Discord. That is not listed in anything on YouTube here. It is a secret Discord, and you will get the any edited videos that I do. So not the live streams, not like anything that comes from like my PS4, anything like that. But all the edited videos that I do on my computer, you are going to get those one day early. So you will get to see the content before anybody else in the world does. And honestly, I think that's pretty cool. So that's what you get at the $30 level. And so all of these benefits stack. So all three of the first levels are going to go into the $50 level. The $50 level, you get everything from before, plus you'll get a handwritten thank you note from me that is autographed. And then at the $100 level, you will get all of the rewards of the previous levels. Plus, at the $100 level, you will be given an invite to join every live stream that I do. On those live streams or the live streams that you join, you will be allowed to plug your channel. We get some publicity, stuff like that. Because at the $100 level, you're pretty much funding the channel at that point. But yeah, thank you to all the patrons who are currently supporting this channel. You are literally my saviors, like every month. Like, thank you so much. And I mean, I couldn't be doing YouTube and DJing for a living right now without you guys. Seriously. So definitely big thank you. With that out of the way, just one more thing. If you go to www.com or if you go to www.teespring.com/stores/afro-x-2, and just to make it easier, there's a link in every edited video description. But you can find the official AfroX t-shirt, which on the front has the AfroX logo, and on the back has the AfroX slogan, which is, of course, stay legendary. So get yourself a piece of AfroX merch, and yeah, go about your merry day. So just a couple of really good announcements. I don't really talk about it much on here, but in my spare time, I am a DJ. Well, I shouldn't say my spare time, because it's literally, besides this, it's my other job. I am a professional DJ, and I will be playing at an art gala soon. I've been asked to play at an art gala, which I'm really happy to do. So I'm very excited about that. Anyways, there's that. I'm excited for that. And then the other great announcement is the AfroX channel has officially gotten to 330 subscribers, which I am so happy about. Been just watching the numbers slowly tick up there one by one, and I'm so happy we finally hit 330 subscribers, and I am super pumped to go further. So if you got friends, if you got family, if you got a dog, I hear that dogs really enjoy AfroX. But yeah, just go ahead and let them know about it, and have them subscribe to me, dude. If you have someone in your life who loves anime and is like really bored all the time, like why haven't you told them about this channel already? They would love this channel. But yeah, that I believe is all the announcements for today. Trick says, still got to get myself a t-shirt. Yes, you do. Everyone should get a t-shirt. Trick says, now for the 400 mark. Yeah, like I predicted the 400 mark by like late this year, like fall of this year, and I honestly hope we can get to it. It would honestly, it would probably take at least a semi-viral video or me like seriously joining a community to do that. There is a chance that I could get a viral video here soon, because and this is another announcement I forgot to tell you guys. This week, I my video for this week is I am putting up a submission to the excuse me, putting up a submission to the Pro Talk 2 AMV collaboration, and I will, I think, be the fourth or fifth person to submit for it. Deadline is May 20th, but there's going to be 3 winners, and I'm just hoping that I can get in the top 3 there. That'd be super awesome. And if I get in the top 3, they're going to put my portion of the video in like a little collaboration video and show it. And I'll probably get a shout out and stuff. So what you guys can do is once that video comes out later today, go down in the comments and just scream for it. Be like, yo, this is lit. This needs to win in the Pro Talk competition. And just let them know that my video should be picked. But yeah, hopefully I can get that, because that would turn a lot of attention to the channel. Anyways, yeah, all that is done. So now we go into our regular segment that we start with every week. What anime / manga have you watched / read this week? Well, I haven't been watching a lot of anime, but this week, just because it got really hyped up by BDA Law and a couple of other channels, I did watch episode 1015 of One Piece. Because episode 1015 is where the anime finally catches up to chapter 1000 of the manga. This is the part where Luffy kind of just looks at Big Mom and Kaido and professes that he's gonna be the king of the pirates. And it's a very emotional moment, and it's a part where Luffy unleashes his attack, Gomu Gomu no Red Rock, which is like a King Kong gun covered in Ace's fire and haki, and honestly has been probably the biggest hit that he's landed on Kaido in recent memory. But as for the manga, read the newest chapter of One Piece, and if you want to see the review of that, I believe that's like the last video that I did. It was for chapter 1047, which was titled "The Skies Above the Capitol." But the name I gave it was "Blaze of Glory" or "Gomu Gomu no Hand of God." But yeah, you can check that out. Tricks the Anime Hater here says Spy X Family and Red One Piece. I've never heard of Spy X Family. That sounds like a really cool anime. But yeah. Oh, and then he said Freean and Radiant. That's cool. That's really, really good. All right. So getting into our main topic or topics for today. We're going to talk about the difference between otakus, NEETs, Hikikomori, and Weeaboos. Otakus, NEETs, Hikikomori, and Weeaboos. So, starting off with otakus, which I like to talk about the most. Pretty much, I classify or identify myself as an otaku. And what otakus are they are devoted lovers of anime, manga, and not just that, but they also love Japanese culture. They're super into the Japanese customs. They are actively trying to learn the Japanese language on their own. And they just love Japan so much. The true otakus that you see are people who used to live in America, but they moved to Japan just because they love Japan so much. Like they feel like they were supposed to have been born there. And they're just super into it. They're the people that like you will truly see rooms that are just filled to the brim with anime stuff. Like bookshelves that don't have regular books on them. They have all manga series on them. You'll see figurines, you'll see plushies, you'll see body pillows, you'll see anime posters on like every wall. And I know my room is not specifically like that, and that's just because I have different tastes all around. But and I hope I can help you guys see this. As you can see on this, that is my anime wall. And that's all of my anime stuff. And on the shelf under it, I do have a bunch of figurines also. But yeah. And as you can see behind me, I have that's actually an anime puzzle. But I put it together, glued it, and put it on my wall. And then on my shelf, as you can see back there, I think it is. Anyways, back there is a little Goku figurine. So I do have a lot of anime stuff. And for a while I was trying to learn Japanese. It does take a long time and a lot of work and stuff like that. But yeah, I would consider myself to be an otaku. Now, going into the next topic of NEET. What is a NEET? Well, okay. First, before I do that, let's talk about what kind or which anime characters could probably be considered to be otakus. I mean, there's just a ton of slice of life characters. I mean, it's kind of hard because you are asking to find an anime character that loves anime. Um, but I mean, like, I mean, I can't remember names specifically, but there's like they usually personify it as like the creepy dude in high school who you go to his apartment and there's just like anime girl figurines everywhere and stuff like that. But probably the best example I can think of is in the anime that is called Chaos Head. Um and in Chaos Head there was a guy who lived in a um was it Chaos Head or was it no, it was Welcome to the NHK. It was Welcome to the NHK, which is a good transition here because in Welcome to the NHK, there was a kid who in his apartment had a whole bunch of anime figures, and he was actually trying to build an anime game in his own apartment. Another good example is probably Futaba from Persona 5, just because she has anime figures that she really cares about and is even particular about the positioning of them, stuff like that. But those are just a couple of examples there. Trick says, "Welcome to the NHK." That takes me back, dude. Me too. That that for sure takes me back. Also, um, but yeah, uh, those are just a couple examples of like otakus. So then we move on to the better described um, label, label as I would say, but NEET. And what some people would ask, what is a NEET? Um, and some people think it was someone who likes to keep like their areas clean and stuff like that. No, NEET is an acronym, NEET, and it stands for not in education, employment, or training. Um, I would be an otaku, but I would also be technically considered a NEET. And this is a label kind of put onto like younger people by adults and older corporate bosses and stuff like that. And it is a technical acronym. So if you're not in education, employment, or training, you are a NEET. Um, but being a NEET is it's kind of just personified by being the guy who just stays home every day, um, plays video games. Like I'm a NEET, but I'm a very busy NEET. Just because I do stuff, I get stuff done. I make YouTube content. I run a rap crew. I'm a dungeon master. I'm a DJ. Like I got my hand in so many honeypots. But usually a NEET is personified by someone who just stays home and plays video games every day, and barely goes outside just to like go shopping to get food or cleaning supplies or stuff like that. So that's kind of what a NEET is. Now NEET is a very broad term, and so we can attribute it to anime characters like the main character from Welcome to the NHK, but also like Sora and oh, what's his sister's name? I think it's Sora and Shiro from um No Game No Life would also be considered NEETs, and actually they more so would be considered NEETs because what we're going to get into next is more of a mental illness. But yeah, they would Sora and Shiro would be more considered NEETs. Tricks right here saying you're a DM too. Nice. Thank you, dude. But yeah, and on actually, I just want to say if you've never seen No Game No Life, you must see No Game No Life. Like like I would say seeing No Game No Life is an anime requirement just because of how amazing and mind-blowing the entire anime is. You'll have a lead up of a couple episodes just to get up to a point, and then you will get like the most amazing graphics storyline. Like, it would blow your mind. Trick says I haven't seen it. Well, you must see it. You must see No Game No Life. I've seen it, and I actually want to see No Game No Life Zero, just so I can see what the prequel is about. And I really hope they make a season 2 or a sequel to No Game No Life. That would be awesome. It is on Netflix, so that's where I watched it anyway. So definitely go see No Game No Life. Anyways, moving on next to the next subject of Hikikomoris, and this is it pretty much if you took a NEET and you gave them a agoraphobic mental illness. Agoraphobia is the fear of being outside, the fear of going outside. So the best example of this is the main character from Welcome to the NHK, which I can't remember his name anymore. I haven't watched Welcome to the NHK in so long. But if anybody knows his name, I would be more than glad to shout you out there. Sorry about that. But yeah. He is the type of guy who like he's a NEET, so he stays inside, but it's worse than that. Like, he doesn't want to go out to go shopping. He doesn't want to go out to get cleaning supplies, stuff like that. Like, these are the type of people who in anime you see them and they are lights off in their room on their computers or watching TV, and they have pizza boxes stacked all over because they've just been ordering out again and again and again. And usually these are the people who like they don't have a job, so they're like supported by like a monthly allowance from their parents. And like the only reason they have their own apartment is because their parents like kicked them out when they were 18 and they had to like go to a different town. But yeah, these are the people who just do not leave their apartments. And Welcome to the NHK was so powerful because it was the story of a guy learning to get over his agoraphobia, and his hikikomori ness, if you will, and kind of just opening up. And just if you haven't seen Welcome to the NHK, definitely do, because not only did he have agoraphobia, but he also had like hallucinations and paranoia, and it's a very mental illness heavy anime. But it's kind of just a story of him like being coaxed out to learn how to be more social by this girl, and then like it seems to be going a romantic way, which is really really nice. But I won't spoil. I won't spoil like any of it, just so you can see it. Trick said Tatsuro. Was that it? I think that's close, but just really quick, I'm gonna look it up myself. Because this is gonna bug me if I don't. Um, Tatsuhiro, yeah, Tatsuhiro is his name. And yeah, so yeah, that's like Hikikomori and stuff. Um, but yeah, that anime is very deeply about like mental illness, and I think at one point it's even about suicide too. And me myself, I don't play when it comes to suicide. Like I even disapprove of like suicide related jokes and stuff like that. Just because that's kind of my life's charity and stuff like that. But yeah, um, definitely if you are if you're really sad and if you're like deep in mental illness and stuff like that, that is an anime that you can really I think you'd be able to really relate to, and I'd encourage watching it. Of course, if you are like watching this and you're thinking suicidal thoughts, or just feeling really down, or like you're not worth it, like you're not worth anything, or you're just feeling like you're just going through the motions, or that nobody cares about you, dude, like dude, or girl, like anybody, just let me make it very clear that at the Afro X channel we very much care about you. You are loved, you are valued, and definitely seek some help, and definitely ask around on the internet. The suicide hotline is a very very good resource. I actually have a friend who works on the Minnesota suicide hotline, and I know that he is always doing the most to make sure that people don't make the wrong decisions, even when they're feeling like there might not be hope left, because there's always hope left. And definitely, I feel like anime and the lessons that anime teaches and stuff like that are great deterrents to that. So um watching anime really helps. Um what I always say, and this might not be a good thing, but I don't care because I think it's a good ideal, is um if if you are sad, if you are upset, if life is wrong, the best thing you can do is distract yourself. If you can get your mind focused on something else besides that sadness, then you are moving forward in the right direction. Um, or you were at least keeping yourself from moving forward in the wrong direction. Um, but yeah, definitely check out the suicide hotline. Know that all of us here at the Afro X channel, fans included, right here, Trick says you are most welcome here. You are most welcome here. Everyone at the Afro X channel loves you, and you are very valued. So, um, anyways, that all being said, let us move on to the last topic of today, which is the opposite side of the first topic, which was otakus. Now we are going to talk about weeaboos. Um, and I don't really like to classify anybody as a weeaboo, just because it's a very derogatory term. It's probably the most derogatory term in anime and nerd circles. Um, But what a weeaboo is it is an amalgamation of the words wannabe otaku, which it's nerds hating on nerds. It's nerds bullying nerds. And that should never be happening because bullying is just wrong. Um, but it's pretty much saying that somebody is like the otaku that I talked about before. It's saying that somebody is pretending or being a fake version of that, and when they're saying that, they're pretty much classifying that as somebody who is only learning Japanese from anime, which honestly, ooh, excuse me, which honestly, there is nothing wrong with only learning Japanese from anime. Like, learn Japanese in the most enjoyable way possible. Um, but yeah, uh, or people who watch mainstream animes only, or and don't watch like more niche series like Welcome to the NHK. Um, which what I have to say about that is, yes, on one hand, expand your horizons, but on the other hand, watch what you watch what you, and we get one of these. Watch what you fucking like. Like, just watch what you like. Um, because like, yeah, Naruto, Dragon Ball, what is it? Bleach, freaking One Piece. They're all mainstream animes, but they're freaking good animes. Like, they are wonderful animes, and they've inspired me, and they've taught me great stuff. Like, honestly, One Piece has so many more broader strokes than some of the smaller animes and stuff. I mean, honestly, on a given day, if I'm just chilling, you give me the choice between watching something like heavy, like what is it? Like, God, I don't know. The Devil is a Part Timer, or even like Ghost Stories or Higurashi When They Cry, which is a bad example because I hate horror anime. But anyways, you give me the choice between watching something heavy like those ones or watching One Piece, and I will pick One Piece every day, all day. You give me the choice to watch Naruto or like some like real heavy shit like what is it? Neon Genesis Evangelion. I will watch Naruto all day, every day. Um but yeah, just watch what you like. I mean sure, expand your horizons. Like, I've probably watched like 200 anime in my day, at least some of them or some parts of them. But you just can't get over the classics. So pretty much my point is, yeah, there are like weeaboo is a term, and a derogatory term, and I would never be calling anybody a weeaboo, just because it's really mean. But yeah, it's, it's a bullying term, and I definitely think that it should stop. Um, and I think anybody who I say anybody who likes anime in any capacity is good enough to be my friend, you know. Um, but yeah, that was all I really had for today. So I just want to go ahead and leave it open to the chat. I can see there's 3 people watching right now. If any of you have questions that you want to ask me, anything that I could have expanded more on in the talk, like, go ahead. I am fully open to questions. And yeah, we will get to that. Um, in the meantime, I wanted to point out, if you haven't noticed yet, I did shave off my sideburns here, and kind of my underbeard, chin beard. So I have this back. This is my summer beard collection. And I honestly think that it looks pretty dang nice. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Oh, Trick says grooming on point. Thank you, dude. Trix, did you have any questions about what was talked about today? Oh, the Weeaboo things is quite sad. It is really sad, and honestly, like nerds get bullied enough by everybody else. Like nerds do not need to be bullying other nerds. That's just a really crappy thing. But yeah. The one thing I forgot to tell you guys about just in other projects I'm working on is if you're interested, you can go on Spotify and go to type in my actual name, Uriah Gillespie, and you can find my podcast there, which is called More Than Words. It only has one episode so far, but I'm going to have guests on coming up in like future episodes, and so I'm really excited for that. Trick says, yeah, I'm a little confused on the H word one. Hikikomori's. Well, I'm not quite sure where your confusion would lie, but as I said before, hikikomoris are they are agoraphobic. They have an actual fear of going outside. But yeah, I mean, actually, Futaba from Persona 5 would also be considered a hikikomori because at least at first she actually does have a fear of going outside and being around other people. So she's a good example too. So honestly, really, Futaba, besides Weeaboo, Futaba fits in every category that we've talked about today. So Futaba is an otaku, Futaba is a NEET, and Futaba is a hikikomori. Trick says, so is it only fear of the outside or dirty things in general? I think it's fear of the outside, and also, at least in Futaba's case, it's fear of being around other people. So, I mean, if somebody walked into a hikikomori's apartment, they wouldn't really care that there were like pizza boxes and dirt everywhere. But what they would really care about is just that there was somebody around. Like Hikikomori's whole thing is they want to shut out the world and everybody, which is very dangerous just because man is a social animal, and definitely needs people around. But great question, because yeah, I think I think how they're not so grossed out by dirt, but they are just very fearful of other people, and I can definitely understand that, just because just because meeting new people is weird, because people by nature are unpredictable, and anything that is unpredictable cannot be controlled, and you cannot decide the outcome of what happens. And because you can't control the outcome of what happens, usually new people are considered to be dangerous, unless you've interacted with them in some way. But it is natural to feel apprehensive of new people. What isn't natural and what is kind of the mark of the Hikikomori is having a fear of even people that you know being around, and just not really wanting that. Um, and definitely, those kind of people seriously need help. Um, and but it needs to be in the right way. Um, if they can be talked to by text, if they can be talked to by email, things like that, that is a good way to get in, and just continuously inviting them out. Like if you invite someone out enough times, they like they're liable to go at some point. And so, like, the biggest thing I just want to say is, if you have a friend that is like that likes to stay inside and is shy and doesn't really like to talk to people, like, don't give up on them. Like, keep going, keep moving forward, keep trying, because eventually excuse me, eventually you are going to make a breakthrough, and you're doing good work on that. um I do want to say, I do want to apologize to all the regular viewers, because this was a very, very sad and mental disability heavy video. But I do think this stuff definitely needs to be talked about and discussed. Um, well, um, Trixis thinks I understand the meaning more now. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that I could help. That's all the stuff I had for today. So I am gonna leave the live stream off here. And I just hope you guys have a great day. Check out the Patreon, check out Teespring, stuff like that. But yeah. And definitely, if you need help, if you're feeling down, stuff like that, watch anime. But more importantly, check out the suicide hotline. Like, even if you're not feeling suicidal, if you're just having a really crappy day and feeling bad about yourself, like, call them anyway. Like, they're just there to help people. But yeah. Know that you're loved, know that you're welcome here to watch this channel, to watch my content, and that you are valued. Anyways, keep YouTubing, YouTubers. Don't fight the fro, and always remember to stay legendary. See you later, YouTube. Bye bye.